Hello everyone, Mr. Tim here along with my buddy Larry. What? I'm so glad you didn't call me a duck because I'm not, you know. Hey, I've heard that about you before, Larry. Hey guys, listen, we're so excited to be bringing the show to you this year online. Wait a minute. What's the matter? Where are all the kids? They're at home, Larry. I want to go home too. Larry, you live in a box. Oh yeah, I forgot. Larry, are you ready to start the show? How are we going to do that without the kids? Because they're going to be watching us through the camera. That camera right there. What camera? It's right there. Don't you see it? I want to take a closer look. Larry. Oh, I see it now. Look, listen. We're way too close now. Then back us up. Duh. Okay, listen. All right, so you found the camera. Now are you ready? Yep, I'm ready. Great. Are you guys ready? Fantastic. Then let's get started with the show. I want to see the camera again. Larry, don't eat the camera. Larry, stop. Hello and welcome to Dragon Tales and Pirate Tales, a show that's filled with magic, puppets, silliness, and fun. Now before we start the show, I have to read the Royal Proclamation that is right over here on this scroll. Here we go. Hear ye, by Royal Proclamation. During today's show, we will use our imagination. Our imagination lets us create something in our mind, so use yours today and you won't be left behind. Imagine yourself in a story or in a castle with a moat, fighting a fire-breathing dragon or with a pirate on his boat. Imagination can only be seen when we start to use it, and when we fail to do that is when we start to lose it. So use your imagination, really let it show. It will make magic happen wherever you may go. Now show the treasure chest, it's how we'll start the show. Once it's been displayed on our adventure, we shall go. Now you've reached the end of the Royal Proclamation. Once you show the treasure chest, you will see imagination. I wonder what that means. Here's the treasure chest that the proclamation was talking about. It looks empty to me. Maybe if I use my imagination, like it said in the proclamation, that might make some magic happen. Let me give it a try. Okay, now let me check again. Whoa, I can't believe it. Some magic happened. I understand now what it was talking about because I can see imagination. Hey, check that out. It's pretty cool. And, oh wait, there's something else in here too. Let's see what that is. Whoa, check this out. It's a pirate flag. And I know today in the show we're going to be talking about pirates for a little bit, so that's another clue as to what we're going to be seeing a little later. And, one other thing. This is our theme for summer reading this year. Imagine your story. So, imagination, as you can see, really is magical when we use it. So are you ready to use your imagination today to help bring some great stories to life?
Paper, paper, paper. From the makers of papyrus and parchment comes paper. It's amazing. It's paper. Paper can fly. Paper can predict the future. Paper can even be used to make a cute hat for your favorite pet monkey. Order your paper today and you'll receive absolutely free holes. Not one, not two, but 3 whole holes. Paper, paper, paper. You can't make the cut unless you have paper.
Paper should be used with caution. Manufacturer will not be held responsible for cuts resulting from use of paper or from improper handling of paper. If rash occurs, discontinue use or seek immediate medical attention. Paper should not be used to fabricate moist wads, which should then not be expelled through a drinking straw using a cough-like breath. Failure to properly use paper may result in the opportunity to sit in a quiet room for long periods of time under close supervision, practicing more appropriate uses of paper.
Oh yeah, I got it. This is the one, Loretta. I got it. Well, you are a handsome devil. Let me just get here. We go. All right, I'm ready for my TikTok. All right. Hey there, bookworms. It's me, Library Lou, your Guibrarian. And we are here for another exciting edition of Book Nook. Boy, we have got a great show for you today. It's all about the 4 F's. Fantasy, fairy tales, fiction, and folklore. Here's my... What? Well, I can see it right there. What do you mean? It's out of focus? Oh, sugar beets.
Have you ever heard the story of the Golden Goose? It's a story that originated in Germany, and it's one of the original Grimm's fairy tales. You can find the story in books like this one called The Goose That Laid Golden Eggs. I'm excited to share my version of the story with you guys today. Could a lowly goose make a man rich? We'll find out together today through a story of one particular goose who just happened to lay golden eggs. Old MacDonald had a farm, and on his farm was a really cool goose. Wait a minute, that's not it. Actually, come to think of it, I don't know the goose's name. Or the farmer's name. Maybe the goose was called Aflac. Sorry, I chased a rabbit. Or was it a goose? Anyhow, on with our story. One morning, the farmer went to collect the eggs his goose had laid, and he found only one single egg. When he picked it up, it was heavier than usual and made of solid gold. At first, the farmer thought someone was playing a joke on him, like those kids who used to always tip over his sleeping cows. Well, he soon realized that the egg was solid gold. The next morning, the farmer went back to gather the eggs, and he found another golden egg. This went on for several weeks, with the farmer finding golden eggs. It happened day after day after day. The goose kept laying golden eggs. Well, the farmer took the eggs to the market to sell them, and he probably should have waited to put them in a safety deposit box and waited for the price of gold to go up, or maybe even invest in a mutual fund. But he wanted his money now, and he got it. He came back with cash. The farmer had never gotten this much money for his real eggs before. Now, the farmer was getting rich by now, and he soon began to get greedy. He began to try to get the goose to lay more than just one golden egg each day. When the goose wouldn't, he decided to kill the goose to see how it made all of those golden eggs. He thought if he could get the goose to lay more than one golden egg each day, he would be even richer. But much to the farmer's surprise, there was nothing inside the goose that made it special. It was just goose guts.
Ew.
It was nasty. The greed had caused the farmer to lose one of the things that was most valuable to him. He didn't need more golden eggs. What the farmer needed was a change of heart. He needed a heart of generosity instead of a heart of greed. The farmer was very sad because he would never have another golden egg. But he was also sad because he realized his greed had caused him to lose the one thing that was the most valuable to him, the goose that laid those eggs. If he had only been happy with what he had, he would have had enough gold to share with everyone. And that's the story of the goose that laid the golden egg.
Well, hello, bookworms. It's me, Library Lou, your librarian. And welcome to a very special edition of Book Nook. We are going to talk about the 4 F's today: fantasy, fairy tales, fiction, and folklore. It is... What do you mean it's upside down? Hold on, just give me a minute. Okay, how about 90 degrees? I don't know nothing about the metric system. How about now? The manual... These kids do not want to hear about informational text. It's all about fantasy. Oh. Okay, well, let me try and fix it real quick. Hold on, I think I got it.
Hey everybody, I'm here with my buddy Larry, and I thought we'd see what he's been up to today. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ducks and chickens, what? I was just trying to help. I appreciate that, but thanks. I think I've got this. Hey, I noticed you have a chalkboard on the front of your box. Yeah, I drew a picture. That's my art. Oh, you showing them your art. That's a great job. It also says Larry was here. That's because I was. Okay, look, I should introduce you in case there's some people out there who haven't met you yet. Nobody's met me? Well, some of them have. So everyone, please welcome my buddy Larry the Duck. I'm not a duck. Well, what do you mean? Aren't you talking about pirates and fairy tales? Well, yes, I am. Then I'm a fire-breathing dragon. Larry, you don't look like a fire-breathing dragon. Have you ever seen one? Actually, I have not. Then how do you know what I should look like? That's a good point, Larry. Then can you show us how you can breathe fire? Sure I can, duh. Okay, let's see it, Larry. What are you doing, Larry? I'm constipating. What? Yeah, that comes before the fire. Ouch, that sounds painful. Are you going to let me do this? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Larry. Larry, that was rude and disgusting. Yeah, it was rude and disgusting. I'm sorry, I need to tell you something. Okay, tell me. Oh, Larry, that's nothing to be ashamed of. A lot of people are afraid of performing in front of a group. Do you think you could do it if I put you in your box? I sure could. Okay, well, let me put you in your box. Here you go. You can stay right here. There you go. All right, now, can you count down? Okay, I'll count down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, check it out. Look at the smoke's coming out of your box, Larry. That's awesome. Hang on a second. Let me get you back out here. You must have breathed fire because the smoke came out of your box. But we want to see you breathe fire, not just see the smoke as a result of the fire. Can you try it again? I'll try. Come on, you can do it. Uh-oh, that was close. What do you mean? I almost laid an egg. Larry, I think I need to try in my box again. Okay, I'll let you try in your box again. Come on back here. Let me put you in here. Okay, all right. Okay, you try from here again. Should I count down again? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to count down again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Whoa, I can't believe he's doing it again. Larry, get back out here. Come on. Look, we see the smoke, and where there's smoke, there's fire. Larry, good. Where there's smoke, there's fire, but we're rooting for you. Can you please show us the fire breathing? I can try one more time. Okay, here we go. Larry, what are you doing? Larry. Whoops. What is that, Larry? Look, smoke's coming out of your box while you're out here. What is this, some kind of a trick? Wait a minute, where's the smoke? What is this thing, Larry? It says smoke machine. That's dragon breath. It is not dragon breath. Dragon breath in a box. It is not dragon breath in a box, Larry. You have been tricking us all along. Calm down, magic boy. What do you mean, calm down, magic boy? Isn't this a magic show? Well, there is magic in the show. Then you're supposed to be tricked. Supposed to be tricked. Well, you know what? It's time for you to go. Why? Because I have more of the show to do and even more fun and a story to tell later on. Ooh, let me help. I love to tell stories. I don't know, Larry. I'm a good helper. Larry, do you remember last time? Sure, but that was an accident. Are you sure you're going to be a better helper? Yep. Really sure? Yep. I mean, really, really sure? Yes. Okay. All right, look. Hey, remember that kid? He's out of the hospital already. Well, yeah, I know that was an accident, but look, I'll tell you what. Let me go do some more magic and then some more of the show. Then you can come back and help a little later on, and you can help me tell the story, okay? Yay! Hey, Larry, but before we go, I should tell everybody about a couple of books. I love books. Well, I love books, too. There are tons of books about dragons. One that I liked was called Dragon Knight. And there's another great one I like that's called Sometimes I'm a Fire-Breathing Dragon. That's me. Yeah, that was not you. I tried. You did try. Hey, say goodbye, Larry. Goodbye, Larry.
Pencil, pencil, pencil. From the makers of wood and graphite comes pencil. It's amazing. It's pencil. Pencil can be used to write in any language. Pencil can be used to solve any math problem. Pencil can even be used to play games. Order your pencil today and you'll receive absolutely free eraser. Pencil, pencil, pencil. You can't be number one. Unless you have a number 2.
Pencil should not be inserted into the eyes, ears, nose, mouth, or any other body orifice. Pencil lead contains no actual lead. However, we do not recommend ingesting pencil lead. While pencil is capable of writing in any language, results may vary based upon the languages fluently spoken by the pencil user. Pencil should not be used as a flotation device. Pencil is in no way affiliated with rock, paper, or scissors.
Does anyone know why pirates use treasure maps? Well, to find their booty, of course. That's what pirates used to call their treasure. Now, everyone has probably seen a treasure map, and most of them look sort of like this one. Some may be bigger and some may be smaller, but most of them look pretty similar to this. Now, there's something else pirates have that everyone has seen. Their flag. The Jolly Rancher. And wait a minute, that's not right. That's candy. I'm sorry, I got it totally mixed up. Those are tasty, but that's not right. It's the Jolly Roger. That's what pirates used to call their flag. Now, no one knows how pirates began to use the Jolly Roger as their flag, but I happen to think it started with Captain John Bluebird. You may have heard of his third cousin twice removed, Captain Jack Sparrow, or perhaps you saw one of his movies. Now, Captain John was sailing one day when he saw another ship approaching. He looked through his spyglass, and when he did, he could see that that ship had a flag sailing from one of the sails. It was a British flag, and that meant it was a British ship. Captain John decided right then and there that he needed a flag too. He thought he could probably buy one later that day at Walmart on his way to buy coffee at Starbucks. He loved Starbucks. But he remembered he had no booty. He was flat broke. And that's because he had just gotten his ears pierced, and that cost him $1 an ear. So he couldn't possibly run a pirate ship, though, without a flag. So Captain Bluebird decided he needed a flag that would strike fear in the hearts of people when they saw it. He wanted a flag that would shiver me timbers, is what they would do. So he shouted these words, "From this rolled up treasure map, flag come out when I start to tap." And he tapped. He tapped it on his hand a few times, and when he did, suddenly something appeared at the top of the map. It was two pieces of cloth, though, and not a true flag. But these two colors he thought would be perfect for his flag. So Captain John decided to try again. He rolled them up. The two pieces of cloth, he shoved them back into the rolled up treasure map. And this time he said, "Pieces of cloth in black and white, change into a flag tonight." And then he tapped the map on his hand again like this, and as he did, something slowly but surely appeared at the top of the map. This time, even Captain Bluebird was amazed at what he saw. It was a pirate flag, the Jolly Roger. And from that day forward, the Jolly Roger was used by pirates and became the most feared flag on the high seas. And the Jolly Rancher? Well, it's enjoyed by kids worldwide and has become the fastest way on dry land to crack a tooth. Now, if you love pirates as much as I do, there are a ton of pirate books you can check out from your library. I brought a couple with me today that I really like. I wanted to show them to you. The first one is How to Be a Pirate by Isaac Fitzgerald. And the second one I brought is Pirate Boy by Eve Bunting. Two great pirate books that you can check out among the many, many others right in your...
Well, hey, bookworms, and welcome. I am Library Lou, your
Oh, wait.
librarian.
Try closing it and opening it
And
again.
welcome to an episode of Book
Yeah, that's
Oh, I
not
think
the
that's
problem.
him.
Love.
It
We
is.
are
The
going
screen
over
the screen is black.
favorite book.
I think,
Library.
You can
Yeah, we
hear me
can
though,
you,
right?
Library Lou. We just can't see you.
do you have like a lens cap on your camera?
Oh my
if I can-
gosh, he's got the lens cap on.
You need to like press the sides to get it
Lorena!
off.
He left the lens
Lorena,
cap
the
on.
machine
I think
doesn't.
that's
I don't
what's
know how
happening.
to
I bet he
work the
did.
thing.
I'll bet he did.
Yeah.
So it's time for a story. Larry convinced me to let him help, so he's here too. Hello! All right, so this is a story about a girl named... Wait, let me guess. I'm a really good guesser. Okay, Goldilocks. No, it's Cinderella. No, her name is Rapunzel. No, Larry. Wait. Okay, wait, what? Give me a clue. Okay, so you want me to give you a clue. Yeah, I'm a good guesser when I have a clue. All right, this is a girl who... Snow White. No, I thought you wanted a clue. I do, give me a clue. Okay. Are you ready? Yep, I'm ready. All right. This is a girl from a fairy tale. Belle. No. Larry, we don't actually know this girl's name in the story. Ooh, the girl with no name. No. She has a nickname. Cutie Pie. No. Sweetie Pie. No. Sugar Booger. Where did that come from, Larry? Said she had a nickname. Well, she did, but her nickname came from something that she wore. Fancy Pants. No. Larry, what she wore was red. Okay, red jacket. No, that's close though. Red hat. No, that's a little closer. It was actually, she wore a Red Riding Hood. Larry, a Red Riding Hood. I got nothing. Larry, everybody knows now that I'm talking about Little Red Riding Hood. I knew that too. It was my next guess. Oh, sure. Do you know the story? Yep. See, this girl has power. She can make it snow, and she sang, "Let it go, let it go." Larry, that was Elsa. Oh, sorry. She was a mermaid. She had red hair, and she sang, "Part of your world." Larry, that's Ariel. This little girl, Little Red Riding Hood, she didn't sing. She had a basket. What's in the basket? Doesn't matter what's in the basket. Ooh, is it Pop-Tarts? I love Pop-Tarts. Larry, I don't think they're... Ooh, was it a chimichanga? I love chimichangas too. Larry, we don't know what was in the basket. All we know is she was taking a basket of goodies to her grandmother. Definitely Pop-Tarts. Okay, fine. There were Pop-Tarts in the basket. And a chimichanga. Sure, fine. She was taking her grandmother a basket of Pop-Tarts and a chimichanga. Right. She was taking all this to her grandmother. What did she call her grandmother? I don't know. Did she call her Meemaw? Larry, I don't know. The story doesn't tell us. Nana. I call my grandmother Nana. Nana, Nana, Nana. Nana pudding. Ooh, banana pudding. I love banana pudding. Can there be pudding in the basket? Larry, would you please let me tell the story? Fine, tell it. Okay, thank you. Somebody's cranky. Okay, I'm going to tell the story now. Are you ready? Sure. Okay. So Little Red Riding Hood was taking a basket of Pop-Tarts and chimichangas and banana pudding to her grandmother. Why? What do you mean, why? Why was she taking that stuff to her grandmother? Well, she was taking it because her grandmother was sick. Oh no, what's the matter with Meemaw? Larry, the story just said she was sick. It didn't tell us what was wrong with her. Did she have the bubonic plague? I don't think that was it. Did she need to go see Dr. Pimple Popper? I don't think so. Did she have a potassium deficiency? Bananas are good for potassium deficiency. I bet that was it. Okay, fine, Larry. She had a potassium deficiency. Please, we don't have all day. Will you let me tell the story? Okay, cranky. All right, so Red was walking through the woods, taking the goodies to her sick grandmother, when suddenly a wolf walked up to her and What's the matter now, Larry? You didn't say there was going to be a wolf in the story. Well, yes, there's a wolf in the story, Larry. It's the big bad wolf. He's an important part of the story. Really? Yes. So anyway, the wolf stepped in front of Red and asked her where she was going, and she told him she was taking a basket of goodies to her grandmother, Meemaw. Right. And the wolf ran ahead to get to Meemaw's house first. He wanted the basket of goodies. Ooh, I bet he loved Pop-Tarts too. Okay, fine. He loved Pop-Tarts and chimichangas. Okay, so the wolf got to Meemaw's house first, and he scared Meemaw away. Then he dressed up in her nightgown and her nightcap, and he climbed into her bed. What? You aren't going to say anything about a wolf wearing a lady's pajamas? No, I wanted to hear the next part of the story. Okay, fine. I'll continue with the story then, all right? So, Red knocked on the door and said, "Grandmother, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood, and what are you doing?" That's hysterical, the wolf wearing a lady's pajamas. Larry, would you get a grip? I'm almost to the exciting part of the story. You see, the wolf disguised his voice and said, "Come in, Little Red Riding Hood, I'm so glad you're here." Wow, that was amazing. What was amazing? You did a great job disguising your voice. Well, thank you, Larry. I didn't know you could do other voices. Listen. So Red said, "I brought you some goodies. I've got you some Pop-Tarts and a chimichanga and key lime pie." So Red went into the house, Larry, and she knew something was wrong as soon as she saw the wolf wearing Meemaw's PJs. knew something wasn't right. It was a wolf wearing pajamas. Yes, it would. So please let me tell the story. Red knew something wasn't right, so she got really close to Grandma and Meemaw. She called her Meemaw. So Red said, Meemaw, what big eyes you have. And the wolf said, the better to see you with, my dear. Then Red said, Meemaw, what big ears you have. And the wolf said, the better to hear you with, my dear. Then Red said, Meemaw, what big teeth you have. And the wolf said, the better to eat you with, my dear. And the wolf jumped out of the bed and, wait, I know what happened next. You know what happened next? Yep. Red used her mad ninja skills and knocked the wolf out. Really? Then she tied him up and called 911. Really? And the police came and took the wolf away. He was nasty. Okay. And then what? They found Meemaw at Walmart 3 blocks away. She was wearing pajamas and fit right in. The end. Larry, that is not how the story ends. Listen, Bucko, I've read the story. It's gross and scary. This is a much better ending, trust me. Besides, if they want to find out the real ending, they could read the story. That's a great idea, Larry. At the library, you guys can check out a book, an ebook, or even a video of Little Red Riding Hood. I have one book right here to show you. It's Little Red Riding Hood. And you can even get a chimichanga. You can't get a chimichanga at the library. I was going to say you can get this book, which is called Ninja Red Riding Hood. I told you she was a ninja. Yeah. And you can read about her and the creepy wolf and the scary Walmart PJ Meemaw. The end. The end.
We can't hear you. I think you're on mute. Mute. Turn it off. It's the microphone one. It's the one with the microphone. We can't hear what you're saying. We can't hear you.
Did you know that gold was one of the most precious metals on Earth? It's true. Gold was discovered by a man named James Marshall. He discovered it when he saw something shiny in a creek in California way back in 1848. That started something called the Gold Rush, and there are books like this one called What Was the Gold Rush that you can read to learn more about the gold rush in America in the 1800s. Now, since we're talking about fairy tales this summer, I wanted to tell you the story of a king who loved gold and was granted one wish. His wish was unusual, and his name was King Midas. Let me get my copy of the book and I'll share my version of his story.
King Midas. King Midas? Oh. King Midas was the richest man in all the world. He was loaded. He had several credit cards, and each one was a gold card. He owned more gold than anyone. We're talking big nuggets. He loved his gold so much that he would go to his room and count it every day. 1, 2, etc., etc. He spent so much time counting his gold, he didn't have any time to play with his daughter, Marigold. Sorry. One day, while counting, he noticed a little man watching through the open window. The little man said, "King Midas, you sure do own a lot of gold." The king said, "It's good to be the king, but it's not enough. I want more." The little man said, "But you are the richest king in the whole world, and you still want more?" The king said, "Yes, I wish everything I touched would change to gold." The little man said, "Is that really your wish?" And the king said, "Yes, that would be a dream come true." The little man said, "Then tomorrow your wish will come true." Then the man disappeared in a flash. The next morning, the king raised his head and touched his bed covers, and they changed to gold before his very eyes. No more satin sheets to lie on. He couldn't believe it. He started touching everything. He started touching the flowers, and they changed to gold. He was changing everything in sight into gold. Then his servant brought in breakfast. He picked up a piece of fruit, but it changed to gold before he could eat it. He tried a glass of water, but it also changed to gold before he could drink it. Now he was hungry and thirsty, and not so sure about this golden touch. Suddenly his daughter burst into the room crying because her beautiful roses had changed to gold. The king was puzzled. He thought his daughter would love the golden roses, but she ran into his arms sobbing. In an instant, she changed to gold. The king screamed. No, he really screamed at him. His dream had become a nightmare. The king had allowed his love for gold to become the most important desire of his life. When his daughter changed to gold, he realized that no amount of gold was worth losing his daughter's love. The king was very sad. No, very sad. But King Midas was given a second chance. Take 2. Action. The little man offered the king a way to reverse his golden touch. The king changed his daughter back to normal, and he never again allowed gold to be the love of his life. The king was willing to give it all away for the love of his daughter. He soon became known as the king with the heart of gold.
Glue, glue, glue. From the makers of pencil and paper comes glue. It's amazing. It's glue. Use glue to fix a break. Use glue to mend a tear. Do not use glue as a dessert topping. Order your glue today and you'll receive absolutely free a big gooey mess. Sticky carpet, nasty hands, matted hair. And if you decide to return glue, the sticky mess is yours to keep. Absolutely free, just for trying amazing glue. Glue, 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 the mess maker. Is it possible to fix anything without glue? Nay.
Glue is not to be used as a dessert topping. Seriously, don't do it. It's not even tasty like Play-Doh or paste. Glue should not be used to repair styrofoam, electrical wiring, computer malfunctions, learning disabilities, flat tires, digestive difficulties, emotional tribulations, social inequalities, legal disputes, third world conflicts, or records that skip. If you do not know what a record is or how it would skip, then you should not be using glue without supervision of someone who does.
Hey, bookworms! Library Lou here, your librarian. And welcome to Doll Sweet Sarsaparilla, Loretta!
Do you see my castle? A dragon lives here. Not just any dragon, a magical 6-foot dragon. Now you can't see him right now. That's because he's locked away in his room. I kind of know how he feels because I've been locked in my house since March. I'm going to let you see him though, don't worry. Now a castle is normally guarded by knights. Oh, that reminds me of the shortest bedtime story ever. Once upon a time there were 2 knights. One was an evil knight and one was a... Yep, good night. Boy, that was a real time saver. Parents, you can thank me later. Now let me see if I can get the dragon to come out of his room so we can catch him. After all, I know how to catch a dragon since reading this book, How to Catch a Dragon. It's a great book with a great story, and in this book, a kid named Albie and his new friend go on an adventure and try to catch a dragon. Along the way, they meet trolls and bears and a many-headed monster. I'm going to use some techniques, things that I learned, to try to catch it today. Now, I learned that dragons are a clever bunch, they're difficult to catch, and you have to set the ultimate trap. In the book, they tried to catch a dragon with water. I don't have any water, but I have some milk left over from breakfast, so let's see if a little milk will get him to come out of his room so we can catch him. That should be enough. Let me put this away. Let me see if that did it. Oh, look at this. I think we've got him. There he is, our very own magical 6-foot dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet. 6 feet, and it's a dragon. See? Ooh, 6-foot dragon. Okay, you're right. It's not a dragon. It's not a 6-foot dragon. Not even a dragon. Hey, do you know why dragons hate birthdays? Because they can never blow out the candles. Now, in the book, dragons could control water, so liquid probably isn't a good way to catch a dragon. Besides, maybe he doesn't even like milk. That could be why he didn't come out of his room. Now, they also tried to catch a dragon in the book with sticky rice and noodles. I don't have any sticky rice, but I did bring the best kind of noodles. Macaroni and cheese. Let me get a few macaroni noodles and put them in there. See if he'll come out of his room so we can catch him. Oh, I think that did it. Oh, I've got it by the tail. There he is. Dragon. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet. So it's a 6-foot dragon. Okay, you're right. I hate to break it to some of you, but you might be thinking this was a dragon, but I'm afraid not. Get it? Afraid not. Now, if I drag this knot across the floor, you know what I'll have? A dragon knot. Get it? A dragon knot. Okay, it's not a dragon, and it's not a very good joke. Let me put that away. In the book, they also used gold to try to catch the dragon. I'm going to use some gold to try to get him to come out of his room. I borrowed some of this gold from King Midas from earlier. It's a gold coin, and this should definitely do the trick. Oh, do you know which side of the dragon has the most scales? Well, the outside, of course. Let me just put this in here, and I'll see if that can get our dragon to come out of his room so we can catch him. I think, whoa, check it out. I think that did it. Ta-da! Look, our very own 6-foot dragon. 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet. Oh, wait a minute. It's a 6-footed dragon, not a 6-foot dragon. I really thought the gold would do the trick. At least I know he's a good storyteller. I know that because of his great tail. Get it, tail? Okay, never mind. I think I'll skip the jokes and keep trying to catch the dragon. We've got to do something to get him to come out of his room. Oh, do you know what dragons love to eat as a snack? Firecrackers. Firecrackers, get it? And speaking of snacks, I'm going to get a snack that is not a typical dragon snack. A banana. I think a dragon might like a banana. No, that's weird. I don't know if they like more than one. Let me just put it all the way down in here. Now, that's it. Sorry, that's not supposed to happen. Let me just take this one and put it over here because he... Wait a minute. That's really strange. I think that's enough bananas for today. Maybe that's enough to get him out of his room. Probably enough to catch any size dragon. Let me go. Oh, wait. I feel something. Let's see. Here he comes. Oh, wait a minute. Is this a dragon? We'll have to see. Wait a minute. Look, there's 1 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet. A magical 6-foot dragon. Oh, wait a minute. I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked by a magical 6-foot dragon. I can't. Wait a minute. Get out of here. That was close. I barely survived. But I'm back. Who knew dragons love bananas so much? Certainly not me. Now, I did know they love tacos because I read this book, Dragons Love Tacos. And after today, we've all learned that apparently dragons love bananas too.
Well, hey there, little bookworms, it's me, Library Lou, your guibrarian.
I really hope you guys have had fun watching today. Before I go, I wanted to share one last story with you. It's about a butterfly. I like butterflies. I hope you do too. Now, there's some great stories about butterflies in books. Here's just one example that I enjoyed called Little Ant and the Butterfly. It's a story about an ant who thinks he's the best insect in the world, but he soon finds out that while we're all different, We all have amazing strengths. It's a great book. Now, my story goes like this. Once there was a little boy named William. And one day, William was outside playing and he found a fascinating caterpillar. He carefully picked up the caterpillar and took it home to show his mom. He asked her if he could keep it. She said he could as long as he promised to take care of it. He promised that he would, so he got a large jar, he gathered up some plants and a stick for the caterpillar to crawl on. He put all those in the jar. Every day he watched the caterpillar and brought it new plants to eat. One day the caterpillar climbed up on the stick and started acting strange. William was worried and he called his mom. William's mom realized that the caterpillar was creating a cocoon or a chrysalis. She explained to him how the caterpillar was going to go through a change, a metamorphosis to become a butterfly. William was so excited to hear about the changes his caterpillar would go through. He watched every day waiting for the butterfly to appear. Then one day it happened. The cocoon started to wiggle around a lot. Then a tiny hole appeared in the cocoon and the butterfly started to struggle to come out. At first William was excited, but he soon became concerned. The butterfly was struggling so hard to get out it looked like he wouldn't be able to break free. It looked desperate. It looked like it was making no progress and William was really concerned. He was so concerned that he decided to help. He quickly got some scissors and carefully snipped the cocoon to make the hole just a little bigger. And the butterfly quickly emerged. As the butterfly came out, William was surprised. It had a swollen, wet body and small, shriveled up wings. He continued to watch, and he kept watching and expecting that at any moment the caterpillar would dry out and the wings he saw would expand to big, beautiful wings. But it didn't happen. William could think of only one thing to do, so he carefully picked up the butterfly, gently slid it back inside the cocoon and put a tiny drop of honey on the outside and closed it back up. The next day, the cocoon started to wiggle around again and William was so excited. He watched as the small hole became bigger and bigger and the little butterfly was struggling so hard to get out. William was still worried, but the butterfly kept wiggling and struggling and finally emerged as a big, beautiful butterfly with colorful, majestic wings. William was so happy. He spoke with his mom about what had happened and he learned that the butterfly was supposed to struggle. In fact, the butterfly's struggle to push its way through the tiny opening of the cocoon is what gives a butterfly its strength. Without the struggle, the butterfly would never ever be strong enough to fly. William's good intentions almost hurt the butterfly. As you go through school and life, I want you guys to always remember this little butterfly. Remember that struggling is an important part of any growth experience. And parents, we should remember this too. As we watch our children grow up, we should remember that they should struggle. Now, is that easy? Of course not. But it's healthy. And as we struggle, remember that's how we all learn how to soar. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. We've laughed a little, we've learned a little, and we've heard a lot of stories. Someone once said that the most magical words in our language are once upon a time. So now it's your turn. Go and imagine your own story. Make it epic. Fill it with adventure and fun and making a difference for those around you. You get to write every line in your story, and when something unexpected comes along, like it always does in a great story, you'll be able to find a way to change direction and keep writing your amazing story. It's your story. Nobody else can write it for you. Only you can do that. But I can get you started. Once upon a time, there was an amazing kid who... We want to sincerely thank you for watching today. Yeah, we want to sincerely thank you for watching today. We really hope you had a great time. Yeah, we really hope you had a great time. We hope you had some fun and were inspired to find some great books. Yeah, we hope you had some fun and were inspired to find... Larry, what? You scared me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. What's the matter? Why are you saying the same thing I'm saying? Don't ask me. You wrote the script, buddy. Oh, yeah. Well, you're right. We should show them all of our books again. Hey, that's a great idea, Larry. Before we go, why don't we show you guys all the titles of all the books we used in today's show? That's a great idea. I'm glad I thought of it. All right. First was The Goose That Laid Golden Eggs. That's a good one. Yeah, and there are many versions of this story you can find in your library. And next was Dragon Knight by J.R. Krause. That's a great story, too. Sometimes I'm a fire-breathing dragon. No, you're not, Larry. I mean the book. Oh, yes, the book. Sometimes I'm a Fire-Breathing Dragon was next by Kelsea Wierenga. Yeah, that was me. That was not you, Larry. And then there was How to Be a Pirate by Isaac Fitzgerald and Bridget Berringer. Yeah, that's a good book, too. And then there was Pirate Boy by Eve Bunting. Yeah, I like that one. Then we told a story. That's right, then we told the story of Little Red Riding Hood. And again, there are many versions of this book you can find in your library. It's a good one. Don't forget Ninja Red Riding Hood. Oh yeah, Ninja Red Riding Hood was next by Rosen Schwartz. I love that book. Yeah, that's a good one. And then was What Was the Gold Rush by Joan Holub. Yeah, that got us to King Midas. Oh yes, King Midas. I love that story. Yeah, King Midas and the Golden Touch by Charlotte Craft. Then you caught a dragon. Yes, then I caught a dragon because I had read How to Catch a Dragon by Adam Wallace. You caught a good one. Yeah, it was a big dragon. And dragons love tacos too. Oh, that's right. By Adam Rubin was next, Dragons Love Tacos. And finally, there were the butterflies, Larry. I love butterflies. Me too. And that book was Little Ant and Butterfly by S.M.R. Saia. Is that all? Well, yes, I think that's all the books that we highlighted in the show today, Larry. But there are oh so many more books on all these subjects and many more you can find at your library. I love the library. Me too, Larry. And we hope you found something you'd love to read about from our list. Bye for now. Bye for now. Now I get to eat the camera. No, you're not going to eat the camera, Larry. Stay away from me. Larry, don't get so close. I'm going to eat the camera. Ah!